Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today let us discuss about the subject network theory, the basic concept of the subject. It is also known as network analysis or electric circuit analysis. Network analysis is a fundamental subject which is useful for most of the competitive exams, GATE exam as well as placements. Before going in detail, we should know what is a network. Network is the interconnection of network elements in random forms. The network elements may be classified as active elements or passive elements. Active elements are also known as energy sources. The active elements generate their own energy, whereas passive elements, they do not generate their own energy. Either they will dissipate or stores the energy. The examples of active elements are voltage source and current source. The examples of passive elements are resistor, inductor and capacitor. Resistor is the element which dissipates the energy in the form of heat and it opposes the flow of current in the network or circuit. Inductor is the element which stores the energy in the form of electromagnetic field and it opposes the flow of it opposes the rate of change of current in the circuit, whereas capacitor is an element which stores the energy in the form of electrostatic field and it opposes the rate of change of voltage in the electric circuit or network. Then voltage sources are further classified as ideal voltage source and practical voltage source. Ideal voltage source generates a constant voltage across its terminals irrespective of current flowing through the load terminals. The internal resistance of the ideal voltage source is 0. Further, the practical voltage source, the internal resistance of the practical voltage source is not equal to 0 and it is always connected in series with the source. The practical sources are further classified as time invariant voltage source and time variant voltage source. Time invariant voltage source is one wherein the voltage is not changing with time and they are also called as DC voltage source, whereas time variant source is one where the voltage is changing continuously with time. They are also known as AC sources. Normally, DC sources are shown by the capital alphabets, whereas AC sources are shown by the small alphabets. Next, coming to the current source, again they are also classified as ideal current source and practical current source. Ideal current source generates constant current at its terminals irrespective of the voltage appearing across the load terminals. The internal resistance of the ideal current source is infinite and it is practically not available, whereas practical current source is one where the internal resistance is high and it is always connected in parallel with the current source. Further, like voltage source, they are classified as time invariant current source and time variant current source, where here the time invariant is also known as DC current source, whereas time variant is known as AC current source. For time invariant current source, the current is not changing with respect to time, whereas for time variant current source, the current is changing with respect to time. Now after this, we should know what is the actual network analysis. Network analysis is nothing but it is finding the currents or voltages across the network elements by using KCL or KVL. Now let us continue with the representation of ideal and practical sources. A symbolic representation of ideal voltage source is as shown in figure A. The internal resistance of the ideal voltage source is 0, so it is not shown in figure B, and load RL is connected across the terminals of the voltage source. The voltage appearing across RL is equal to IL into RL and that is equal to that is equal to VL. Next, for the practical voltage source, internal resistance is not equal to 0, so it is shown in series with the voltage source and it is shown as RSC. And once again the load RL is connected across the terminals and current flowing through the load RL is equal to IL. Now in this case, voltage VL, it is not remaining constant. As the current IL is increasing, the VL value will be slightly reducing, and that is shown or that is clear from applying the KVL to the circuit. By applying the KVL, what we get is Vs is equal to voltage drop across RSC, that is equal to IL into RSC, plus voltage across RL, that is equal to IL into RL. Then further it is equal to IL into RSC, plus we know that IL into RL is equal to VL. Then further for this, what is VL? It is equal to Vs minus IL into RSC. And because of RSC, the VL appearing, it is not constant, it is reducing as IL increasing, and that is clear from the VI characteristics shown in figure D. For the ideal voltage source, since there is no internal resistance in series with the voltage source, so as though even though IL is increasing continuously, VL is equal to Vs for all the time. Whereas for the practical source, because of RSC, as IL is increasing, VL is reducing from the value Vs. So it is shown by a dotted line. The symbolic representation of the current source is as shown in figure. It is shown with the arrow. Arrow is known as positive terminal and the tail end is known as negative terminal. The ideal current source is shown in figure F. The internal resistance is not shown here because it is infinite. And all the time, even though VL is increasing, IL will be equal to IS. For the practical current source, the internal resistance is shown across the current source as shown in figure G, and the voltage appearing across RL will be equal to VL. By applying KCL, we know that IS is equal to current flowing in RSH and current flowing through load RL. Therefore, we can write IS is equal to ISH plus IL. From this, what is IL? IL is equal to IS minus ISH. And we know that ISH is equal to VL divided by RSH, because the voltage appearing across RL as well as the voltage appearing across RSH, that will be equal to VL. Therefore, ISH is equal to VL divided by RSH. As we go on increasing the value of VL, the value of ISH will increase, and finally what we know is IL value will reduce. That is clear from the characteristics, VI characteristics. For the ideal source, since there is no resistance, so even though VL is increasing, IL is equal to IS for all the time. For the practical source, because of RSH, the current IL will not be equal to IS all the time, but as you go on increasing the value of VL, IL will be equal to IS only at 0 voltage, whereas as VL is increasing, IL will be reducing, and it is shown in the figure. Yes. Now let us continue with the classification of networks. They are classified as active network, passive network, linear network, non-linear network, unilateral network, bilateral network, lumped network, and distributed network. What is the active network? Active network is one which consists of active elements along with the passive elements. Whereas passive network is one which only consists of passive elements like resistance, inductance, and capacitance. Next, linear network is one where the VI characteristic is linear and superposition principle is applicable for the network. A non-linear network is one where the VI characteristic is not linear. The network containing diode is the best example of non-linear network. Unilateral network is one wherein by changing the direction of the current, the characteristic of the network changes. Whereas for the bilateral network, the characteristic of the network remains constant or undisturbed by changing the direction of the current. The example of unilateral network is the network containing the diode, whereas for the bilateral network, the network containing resistance is the best example. Next is the lumped network. Lumped network is one where the network elements are separable, electrically separable, and their individual performance can be observed. And distributed network is one where the network elements cannot be separable. For example, for a transmission line, the resistance, inductance and capacitance, they are distributed throughout the length of the line, and they cannot be electrically separated. Thank you. Let us continue with the source transformation in the next video.